Hey guys, how's it going? It's Fragpole. I would like to tell you guys another story today. I know I haven't posted in a very long time, but this happened about a week ago when I was sitting in the parking lot in my car, and some angry Karen walked up to me and started complaining to me, as they usually do. Um, so my mom went into food line, and I was just chilling out in the parking lot. I had, the keys halfway on, so I was just listening to some Travis Scott and Juice World while playing with my karambit. I have a gold-plated karambit. It looks awesome. And I was just playing with that in the parking lot, and I noticed there was a lady, because it was basically an empty parking lot, and there was a lady about maybe 3 rows over, and she kept looking at me, and she was in like a old little Toyota car, like 2 feet off the ground. All right, so it was obvious she was looking at me and not near me because I'm like 7 feet up in a Jeep Wrangler, and she keeps staring at me, and so like I'm just looking at her back because I didn't know what else to do. And then at one point, after about like 15 minutes, my mom was almost done shopping at this point, and the lady just comes up to me, and so when she gets over there, I just turn down my music, all right, and I just listen to what she has to say. She comes over, and she just says, "You shouldn't have one of those." And I look at her, I'm kind of stunned because like I was just sitting in my car minding my own business, and first off, she started staring at me, and then she starts complaining about me. And then so I go up to her. Well, she's already up to me. I say back to her. I'm like, "Hey, I shouldn't have what?" And she pointed to my knife and she said that it's dangerous. And then I started laughing because I'm not full laughing, just kind of chuckling a bit. I'm like, this it's very hard for me to cut myself with a karambit. Like I, there's worse knives to play with. And she literally just held her hand out, looked at me, and said, "Give it. I'm throwing it away. Your mom shouldn't let you have this." And at that point, I was kind of stopped chuckling, and I'm like, "Hey, um, no." And so I look at her and I, with a little bit of a stern tone, and say, "Hey, no, it's mine. I'm not giving you jack shit. Like it, you can't take things from me just because you think I shouldn't have it." And at that point, she did not look happy. She looked at me, and in the middle of an empty parking lot, there was no one else there. She just started yelling, like full on screaming, and then so she could barely see into my window. And so basically, what I did was I just rolled up my window and then just turned up my music so I couldn't hear her. And she didn't, surprisingly, she didn't start banging on the window. I thought that's what she was going to do. But she just started just yelling and yelling and yelling. And when it was clear that I couldn't hear her anymore, my music was too loud and my window was up, then she just kind of huffed and puffed and like walked like staring at me, not breaking eye contact, walked backwards 3 rows in a parking lot to go back to her car. All right, and I don't know what happened, but she got on the phone when she got in her car. I was watching. She got in her car. She got on the phone and she was talking to somebody very angrily. Who it was? I do not know. Was it the police she might have been trying to call? Probably not, but it's a possibility. And she was just like yelling into the phone. At first, she was talking like, you know, just talking into the microphone. And then after about like 30 seconds, she started getting mad at the person on the other end and started screaming. So I don't know. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think she got on the phone and she tried to call the police and like, "Hey, is he causing a problem?" And if she told her no, then they can't do anything about it. Like I was just sitting in my car, and so and then while she was still yelling at the person on the other end of the phone, my mom got out and she just loaded the groceries in my car, and then we just drove off and just went along with our day. She didn't even know this happens. She doesn't know it's happened still. I'm probably gonna tell her at some point, but I still haven't told her that some random lady started yelling at me in the parking lot. So some random lady in a Food Lion parking lot wanted to throw away my war like CSGO Karambit. That's just clickbait right there. It's just that's some clickbait, and I'm probably gonna clickbait this title because of that, and that's gonna be my first time doing that. But maybe it'll draw more attention. Just angry Karen tries to steal kids' CS:GO knife collection. That's that would make a good title. Um, but that's really as far as it went. Sorry it wasn't as eventful as it could have been. it was just her yelling and then her getting angry at the phone. So, you know, I wish more happened. It would make a better story, but sadly, that's it. Now that I started thinking, like after that, encounter, I have been remembering a lot of other stories, and so, you know, I might be coming up with more Karen stories soon if you guys, end up liking this. So, yeah, like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. If you have an interesting encounter with a Karen, go ahead and let me know in the comments. That'd be pretty interesting. I love hearing stories, and I don't mind telling my stories. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. So if you want to tell a story about a Karen, go ahead, type it up in the comments. But till then, thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys next time.